What would you say if I told you that our history books are missing entire chapters of human civilization, that beneath the waves of our oceans lie sprawling cities, massive pyramids, and technological marvels that shouldn't exist? The evidence has been mounting for decades, but mainstream archaeology continues to ignore what might be the greatest discovery in human history: advanced civilizations that thrived long before our recorded history began. In the last 5 years alone, divers and underwater archaeological teams have discovered more than 200 sunken cities worldwide. But these aren't primitive settlements. They're sophisticated metropolises, with technology that rivals or even surpasses our own. And they all share one thing in common: they vanished beneath the waves approximately 12,000 years ago, precisely when ancient texts worldwide describe a devastating global flood. The most shocking of these discoveries lies off the coast of western Cuba, where in 2001, advanced sonar equipment detected what appeared to be geometric structures covering an area of more than 200 square miles. When researchers sent down remotely operated vehicles to investigate, what they found defied explanation: a vast city with enormous pyramids, sphinx-like structures, and massive stone buildings arranged in a precise geometric pattern. What makes this discovery so controversial is its age. Core samples and dating of the structures revealed they are at least 50,000 years old. According to mainstream history, humans were still primitive hunter-gatherers at this time, barely using stone tools. Yet here was an advanced city, with architectural precision that would challenge modern engineers, submerged under 2,000 feet of water. The Cuban discovery isn't an isolated incident. Off the coast of Japan, divers discovered the monumental site of Yonaguni, massive stone structures with perfect right angles, straight walls, and precise corners that many archaeologists insist must be man-made. The most striking feature is a massive stepped pyramid that rises nearly 100 feet from the ocean floor, with sides so perfectly flat they could have been cut with modern machinery. Japanese researchers have confirmed the structures were above water approximately 12,000 years ago, a time when mainstream archaeology claims Japan was inhabited only by primitive hunter-gatherers. Yet the architectural complexity of Yonaguni suggests a civilization with mathematical and engineering knowledge far beyond what should have existed at that time. Even more astonishing is what lies beneath the waters of southern India. Just off the coast of Mahabalipuram, divers have mapped an extensive series of ruins stretching over 5 square miles. The structures include temples, a large arch, long roads, and massive walled enclosures. Stone tablets recovered from the site contain writing in a language that predates all known scripts in the region. What's most puzzling to researchers is the technology evident in these underwater ruins. Many of the stones are cut with such precision that not even a human hair can fit between them, a level of accuracy we struggle to achieve even with modern laser-cutting tools. Even more perplexing, some of the structures appear to have been built with a single piece of stone weighing hundreds of tons. Modern engineers still debate how such massive objects could have been moved and positioned with such precision. But perhaps the most shocking underwater discovery lies in the Bahamas near Bimini Island, where researchers have confirmed the existence of what appears to be a massive man-made road stretching thousands of feet beneath the ocean. Known as the Bimini Road, this structure consists of precisely cut megalithic stones arranged in a perfect pattern. Some of these stones weigh over 25 tons, yet they're positioned with gaps of less than a millimeter between them. Scientific analysis dates the Bimini structures to at least 12,000 years ago, a time when the sea level was 300 feet lower due to the last ice age. This means these structures were once above water, but became submerged when the vast ice sheets melted, causing sea levels to rise dramatically. This timeline perfectly matches ancient flood stories from cultures worldwide. But here's what mainstream archaeology doesn't want to address. These underwater discoveries invalidate our entire understanding of human development. According to conventional history, humans only developed agriculture around 10,000 years ago, and only began building cities 7,000 years ago. Yet here we have evidence of advanced urban centers that are at least 12,000 years old, with some potentially dating back 50,000 years or more. The implications are staggering. These findings suggest that an advanced global civilization existed during the last ice age, a civilization with seafaring capabilities, sophisticated engineering knowledge, and possibly technologies we still don't understand. And this civilization was nearly wiped out by a cataclysmic flood that raised sea levels worldwide, forcing the survivors to rebuild human society from scratch. This scenario aligns perfectly with ancient legends from every corner of the globe. Over 600 different cultures have flood myths describing advanced civilizations destroyed by rising waters. From the Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh to Plato's account of Atlantis, from Native American legends to Hindu texts, they all describe a technologically advanced world, destroyed by a global deluge, with only a few survivors remaining to pass down their knowledge. For decades, these stories were dismissed as mere myths, but the underwater ruins are providing undeniable physical evidence that these accounts may be based on actual historical events. The question is no longer whether these advanced ancient civilizations existed. The evidence is clear. The question is why this information continues to be suppressed. Consider the implications. If an advanced global civilization existed over 12,000 years ago, but was destroyed by natural catastrophe, everything we've been taught about human history is wrong. Our entire understanding of human development, that we evolved linearly from primitive to advanced, collapses. Instead, we may be the descendants of a recovered civilization, slowly rebuilding the knowledge that was lost. Even more compelling is the evidence that these ancient builders possessed technologies we still don't fully understand. At numerous underwater sites, researchers have discovered mechanical devices, precision-cut stones with inexplicable tool marks, and arrangements that appear designed to generate or harness energy in ways we're only beginning to comprehend. In the Gulf of Cambay off India's western coast, underwater archaeologists recovered artifacts showing that the submerged city once had a working knowledge of astronomy, sophisticated metallurgy, and possibly even electricity, technologies that wouldn't be reinvented until thousands of years later. The scientific establishment has three choices: acknowledge these discoveries and rewrite human history, claim without evidence that all these precisely engineered structures are natural formations, or simply ignore the findings altogether. Unfortunately, they've largely chosen the third option: silence. But the evidence continues to accumulate. New scanning technologies are revealing even more submerged structures worldwide. High-resolution satellite imaging and advanced sonar systems have identified hundreds of potential underwater ruins that await proper investigation. The map of our ancient world is being redrawn with each new discovery. We stand at the threshold of a complete rewriting of human history. The conventional timeline that places the birth of civilization around 7,000 years ago in Mesopotamia is crumbling in the face of these underwater discoveries. We're being forced to consider a much older, perhaps much more advanced human story, one that was nearly erased by rising seas at the end of the last ice age. The questions we should all be asking: what happened to this advanced civilization? Was it completely destroyed, or did some of its knowledge survive? Are there technologies and sciences they possessed that remain lost to us? And perhaps most importantly, if one advanced civilization was nearly wiped out by natural disaster, could it happen again? The answers may lie beneath the waves in the silent cities and temples now home only to marine life. These submerged ruins are not just archaeological curiosities, they're a warning from the past and perhaps a glimpse of our future. What do you think about these underwater discoveries? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden truths about our ancient past. The history we've been taught is only the beginning of the story. The real human saga is far older and far more extraordinary than we've been led to believe.